What show was that, John, that you saw? Like the guys.
You know what? Let me check I'll check.
Hey everybody, welcome to the greatest comic book show ever. Your lives just got a little bit worse.
Burn.
A little bit.
That's a self-burn.
Yeah, right?
How y'all doing?
All right.
Got Comic Man Andy in the
one
chat.
person. We got Darth Andy over here.
he's like evil Kermit, but he's like evil Andy.
We're ready for more in-depth discussion of the whiteness of his beard.
Yeah, he's like, good Andy's like, I should be responsible and not buy that 9.8 slab of Punisher. And evil Andy's like, just do it. Just buy it.
Oh my god, that is really kind of scary the way he's
Have you heard the tale of Darth Andy the Wise? Just
sitting there stroking in the dark.
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for this show. I found it.
Wow, not that.
Someone at work was asking me why a certain issue of Star Wars was worth a lot, and I said, I don't know. It's probably the first appearance of Darth Who Gives a Fuck.
Darth.
And was it?
Probably. Hey, by the way, the show's not for kids. We're probably gonna curse a few times.
Yeah, if you don't fucking know by now.
So I dropped a link in the chat for those of you. I was talking to the gang beforehand about how I found a live stream on Whack Comics where for an hour, 5 guys were just like reading their comics silently. It was titled Silent Reading Time with Whack Comics and Friends.
Yeah, I was telling John too. I've seen like a handful of people do that where they're like, oh yeah, let's just hang out time to read, and they like read their comic while people are in the chat like talking like, oh yeah, I might have read that issue. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but when you get to a certain point, maybe say something.
There they are. They're just sitting there reading,
hanging out, reading.
They're just sitting there. There's new guy Ryan and DJ Links and Whack Comics. And they're just
that's kind of fun. Hang out time with the homies while reading your comics.
Yeah. They're not even shouting out the chat.
No, they're just about as good as this show when it comes to shouting out the chat. They're just sitting there.
Nightwing 69 says, "Do you guys know what this emoji is called? It is either okay or half of sex."
Yeah. It used to be, and now it's like a racist thing.
Wasn't that like a racist thing?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. Because like it
That's why we can't have nice things.
Is it because of the cap thing?
It went to like the 4chan group, or the 5chan.
Oh, I know why. Because I'm not going to do it anymore, but it looks like WP.
Well, no, it used to be like the game where it's like when you do that, like you get 3 punches. That was like where it started and where it became popularized. And then they were like, okay, on 4chan, they were like, okay, we're going to do this, but then I bet you if we put it with this kind of thing or these kind of memes or whatever, it's going to get categorized into like, a hateful thing. And then it got taken on by actual racists and things. And they're like, see, we told you. And it's like, yeah, cool joke, bro. Like you just like ruined that symbol for everyone. Like, so now if you post that, like it gets flagged like at a bunch of places, like on Facebook. I don't know if you can do that now. I don't know.
And also we can't wear Hawaiian shirts anymore.
Yeah, because the Boogaloo Boys are racist assholes. Like,
hell, man, I love my Hawaiian shirts.
Because of once again the 4chan Reddit chat guys were like, oh yeah, it's Civil War II Electric Boogaloo, because everyone used the sequel Electric Boogaloo as a joke. That's not old by now, and so now they took on wearing a Hawaiian shirt, because of that, saying we support a second Civil War. So. Hey, thanks, assholes.
We were supposed to be cheering up Andy, not telling him all the stuff he can't do anymore.
Sorry.
Sad. My wife's going to be really disappointed.
That's why we don't interact with the chat.
I can't wear Hawaiian shirt and say, hey,
we're having a good time.
The first time we go and try to interact with the chat.
Way to go, chat.
My wife's going to be really sad when she finds out that I can no longer call the jumper cables to the nipples the Electric Boogaloo anymore.
TJ says...
Sorry, I cut you off there.
Does nobody else do that?
I can't tell if TJ is being creepy or he's like worried that I'll eat too fast and like.
I am genuinely shocked that nobody else does that.
Does what? Cut you off?
No, he made a shocking electricity joke
about nipples. That's when the nipples and shocking. That's all I heard. Andy. Andy,
Great
I
episode.
do want to talk to you about. I think Marvel's doing their Reborn kind of thing coming up.
Yep.
Word on the street is there's Punisher in there, but he has no skull because recently of what happened with the insurrection and assholes waving their Punisher flags. They might have ruined that symbol. So will Punisher have his skull symbol again? Or will he take on a new symbol? Or will he just not have it and just be Frank Castle, the Punisher, without the skull symbol? What do you think?
He's going to look for a whole new line of work, like a window washer.
I don't know, man.
Better now.
That's a
I
job he
think-
could really see himself doing.
Marvel Reborn has like this new kind of alternative like history thing happening, without the Avengers. I'm not interested in reading any of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a really weird choice for Marvel to do that because it was like across the board panned when they did it the first time. Like it was not successful.
Yeah, with the what is it?
Liefeld doing Captain America and
Well, yeah, that too. The actual Reborn series. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking of the crossover thing they did with themselves. Not like the amalgamation, but instead of Marvel and DC, it was Marvel and Marvel. I forgot what that was called recently. Warped. That's what it was. The Warped series.
Oh, I thought that was called an orgy.
Yeah. But I don't know, Andy. What do you think, man? What do you think about Frank Castle not having the skull?
I really enjoy Marvel on Marvel action.
The
John likes to call it out on comic stories every time.
I do my best.
on my honest belief is that the communities and the fans will let us know how this goes. To be honest with you,
Twitter was pretty all about banning Punisher in general, just because of like assholes that took on the logo. Even though in the most recent Punisher by Rosenberg, he showed cops who were like, "Yeah, we love you, we support you with the skull." He's like, "You guys aren't supposed to do this." Ripped off the sticker and showed it to pieces, So Marvel has made a stand against having that symbol stand for justice and things like that.
you got to look at this from Marvel's perspective. To be honest with you, they made their stance. They showed their action. They showed where they stand with how the image is being used. So Marvel has sent their message. Why would they completely ruin a brand or completely remove a brand that's X decades old that's made them a ton of money?
Yeah, ridiculous.
So
Someone else grabbed it real quick.
I'm still gonna read my Frank Castle.
Oh yeah, same. I love the.
I'm still gonna check that out.
Here's the problem with it is that when assholes take something and claim it as their own, who have a louder voice, the people who don't understand comics or don't know comics and don't know what the Punisher really stands for, what the character is about, see that on the shelves and say, "Oh, that's racist," because that's where they know the symbol from.
Right.
So it's a very difficult terrain to kind of navigate for Marvel. So I get why they're struggling.
I
with
could
it.
really see Frank Castle going on without a logo, just being a black guy, like just black suit, black, tactical gear, with no skull. I could see him taking on a new symbol as well.
How does Marvel differentiate him from John Wick then at that point?
Yeah, he has to have something identifiable for them to trademark him.
Right. True.
So I would if they went that route and removed it, I would be sad because of how that went down and how that happened. And I'm like, I feel like it takes away from Frank Castle, from what a lot of people grew up with, what a lot of people love. But you know what? It's like the world's going to keep turning and things are going to happen. And I can either choose to move on.
If you could pick a new symbol for Punisher, what would it be?
A rainbow.
Hear me out. I know this is maybe.
We know what happened last time anybody claimed Punisher was gay. I think Wolverine got run over by a steamroller, right?
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. That's hilarious. That's so funny. You're right. I read that issue. That was really funny.
Yeah. Punisher was like,
how about a symbol of a gun holding hands with another gun? Or just holding hands.
I don't think you could.
The muzzles are wrapped, right?
Yeah, the nozzles. Yeah.
I honestly don't think you could put a different image or a different brand on Frank Castle. I think you got to completely kill him off and start over new. Find a new Punisher with a new mantle, like they did in the '90s, where they tried to kill off. Was it the '90s, the late '90s, early 2000s? Lynn Michaels came in, and then they did some other stuff in the Suicide Run, and they had opportunities kind of where they attempted to reinvent, and then 2000 to 2007, 8, 9, 10, whatever, was this continuous reinvention loop, and things didn't catch on. But
I was gonna say, TJ said Marvel has stated they're not getting rid of the skull.
There you go.
How
That's
about
awesome.
bring back Frankencastle?
Yeah, the Remender run with Frankencastle.
How about bringing back those white boots that he used to wear? Those were amazing.
The
Right?
Zek boots.
Yeah, the disco boots. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Here's a look.
See him on a episode of Soul Train just dancing.
Nice.
What's up, Alec, man? What's going on?
So I had a kind of, I don't know if it was an epiphany, but it was a thought that I had about, we're last few weeks, I don't want to say we, I've complained a lot about the state of the comic hobby and especially the collector market.
I don't remember that.
No? Doesn't sound familiar?
I don't ring any bells.
Yeah, we owe apologies.
Somebody check the record. Somebody check the record.
I've decided it's the only thing I'm talking about ever when I go on a show from now on.
At least
Until
you're
it gets-
consistent.
I mean, that's definitely not why Potsy didn't come back this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying I should
to,
put these keys away and just hide all the keys?
apologies to
No,
comic aficionado.
Having
get rid-
keys,
I'll get rid of
having
one.
keys is fine. I mean, there's no. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh wow. Are we doing the passing game again? I wish I had my man clock on me. I don't have it. I have it upstairs.
I was waiting to do that
Pass
move
it
all
on.
night.
That was smooth. So I was thinking about, I was complaining about, the speculator market and how like just because something's in a show or a TV, or a movie or whatever, then all of a sudden it's important. And someone was saying to me like, that's nothing really new. And I said, it kind of is. And I in my brain at least, I was able to pinpoint this point at which that changed. Because if you think about the old Spider-Man movies or the old X-Men, like the early 2000s stuff, that didn't affect the market the way things do now, right? Like when Phoenix was in the X2 or whatever, the first appearance of Phoenix didn't shoot up 500%.
I don't know. I don't know that I was aware of it at that moment.
So I was trying to figure out, so what changed it? And it was The Walking Dead. Because when that show came out and issue 1 went from like $100 book to a $2,000 book, everyone then associated that with, oh, it was a TV show, so it was successful. So every time there's a new TV show or movie or character, people are just assuming it's going to be the next Walking Dead. So I think that's what ruined the market.
Interesting.
Fuck you, Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, it's really dumb how like when things become a TV show or movie and comic prices go up, just for certain characters, but like you get a big heads up once a movie's announced and you have a vague idea. If you're into comics, you know what characters are probably going to be involved into something and what to pick up. But it's so dumb when people like make their speculator videos like, we think this character's gonna be involved. Like, of course they're gonna be involved. They're like the right-hand man to the main character. It's like, wow, you're such a genius. You're so smart. You're ahead of the game. I hate how much credit they give themselves. Oh, we're ahead of the game. We're smart. You're not making money, so you're not smart. It's the same on man. Like,
So yeah, that was my great epiphany for the week, and I've got nothing else. So good luck, guys.
I do want to shout out the chat, man. We have 20 people watching. Thanks for all the homies hanging out.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
That always uses up a little time.
My dog in the background.
Ricky, our Discord creator, moderator.
Yeah. Ricky runs the Discord on Comic Core, so Ricky dropped the chat with the link.
This jerk here.
Yeah.
Tony, what's up? Old Wolf, Nerdy Couch was here early on.
Dirty couch, all right.
Who else we got? We had Comics Was Explained just hogging the chat for quite a while.
Oh yeah.
Nightwing 69, I said hi to you. What's up, man? Comic Man Andy is also in the chat, chilling, doing double duty.
You said duty.
John's Comics with Kids linking Rickroll videos, apparently.
Absolutely.
TJ, what's up? Jeff Schultz, always a pleasure to see you, buddy. Come on, mama, in the chat.
Good to see you again. Good to see that again.
Daymare, our honorary 6th member of Dad Jokes.
Yeah.
Oh man, he texted me the pictures of what he's doing right now, and it's hilarious.
Whoa.
Yeah, just
Comics will break
Adam's,
your heart.
Adam's amazing.
Always-
I mean,
always
he's one of the
pleasure.
amazing Adams I know.
Thank you.
Yeah, here's the other amazing Adam.
There he is. The amazing Adam. That sounds like a wonderful magician.
Kay Titus is here. Did I miss anybody? I'm sorry if I missed you. Just comment in the chat. Hey, White Whale, you're a jerk. You missed it.
Yeah, I was thinking of what is it? The crew of Reed Richards. What are they called?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, but there's like a whole entire like multiversal crew of Reed Richards. They're called like the crew of Richards or some shit like that. But when he said like multiple Adams, like yeah, it's like whatever that's called with Adam.
Yeah, to TJ's point, that's a lot.
Damn!
Yeah.
Wow! Impressive.
The market's broken right now.
Yeah. So dumb.
A better question is, do you think it's possible that if this bubble could burst? Because I feel like the way movies are driving the market, Disney's never going to let go of that horse. That they're going to ride that thing till the end of time. So how is that machine's going to keep going?
You mean like speculation?
Nothing will surprise me at this point. If the market totally bursts and goes to zero, or if it just keeps going up and up and up, like it's I don't know. It's just it's all bullshit. It is
all bullshit. But how do you guys? What do you mean? Like the market burst? Like with Disney? Like what are you talking about?
Just the comic book spec market, right?
Well,
like,
I mean, there's always going to be a bunch of idiots and everyone hyping up nothing. That's never going to end.
But I think John's saying is what's driving those people to be able to spec is Disney pumping out stuff, and they're never going to stop.
And that's never going to stop either. Same thing with Star Wars. Like it's never going to stop until no one buys that stuff and doesn't make money. Then people will stop buying. But like that's far and few in between. Like that's never going to happen in our lifetimes. Like
it's going to burst. It will only burst at the point when a bunch of people get burnt on a book real bad.
Maybe to a certain extent. I think mostly people will get burnt out on that stuff once they realize like all Cape books are really boring and trite. It's the same story, soap opera bullshit over and over again, and they move on to real adult books. They grew up and read like alternative books, Then that's when the spec kind of slows down and stops. But as far as I see, like there's always new people into comic books. There's always going to be speculation because people like to hype up nothing. And they like to think they're important, like they're buying stocks. It's an ego thing, and it's never going to stop. But to add to that,
I also want to just very briefly address Wednesday speculators.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very simple ask that I have of all of you, not all of you, but people who may go into shops to spec on a Wednesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Just check out previews and order the copies you want ahead of time so that other people can get them and read them.
Yeah. And if you're an artist, you should make an art thing, read previews and see what new character is going to be made. Find some art, what's happening with that character, make your art piece, and then try to get like an exclusive cover through like one of those independent publishers. To add to the spec market, guess what I got in the mail today?
That's a bad idea.
Oh, there's $150.
Yeah, $150 through $500 apparently.
Yeesh.
With the promo.
I was not able to get one.
I got this through Midtown, cover price. I'm actually surprised they actually sent it. I really didn't think they were.
Well, Midtown, unlike Mile High Comics, is a legitimate and upstanding business who, actually
stand by the word.
Stands by their prices when you buy something from them.
I was excited. In like issue 2, I guess they already put this selling for it out already, so it was sold out already. I was like, God damn it! So I went to like I'm in a Bad Idea, the publisher of this, group, and they're like, some guy was like, oh yeah, my store is selling like all these, like where do you have them, like or 1 or 2, and they're still accepting pre-orders, and we're not sold out like other big places like Midtown, so you can buy from there. I'm like, all right, sweet. So I bought ENIAC issue 2, and there's like some kind of whale comic coming out also, I think, from Matt Kent. So I pre-ordered that, and there's also another one that looks like a Ghost Rider Hell thing. Pre-ordered that, so and then I continued issue 3, and I guess some people were like, oh yeah, you have to, once you buy an issue, you have to like you're on the pull list, you have to get it forever. It's like, no, that's not a thing. Like you can just buy an issue.
Yeah, right.
That's where I live.
But I'll still have to get this preview thing too.
Dude,
Whaleville.
See comic book?
I'm the mayor, the founder and mayor of Whaleville.
Hell yeah.
There's some heavy non-spec on some of the books I picked up today, like Colonel Weird Cosmagog #4.
Oh,
Oh man, really? I heard that was
Is
first
that a-
appearance of Corporal Butthole.
I mean, I don't know if it's a 9/8. It's got like a spine tick on it, so I
Yeah, well, throw in the trash then.
probably won't
Is that
read very well.
Is that a tit on the cover?
That means you might have got a 9.4.
You know, there should be a character. Like once you make a book like that through Jeff Lemire, and sometimes it gets really like, meta, you know, and some of the books, they should have like a character called like Spine Tick, and like every issue of that book is Spine Ticked. You know, like he's like, it was me. You know, when you're reading, like,
That's very meta.
there's no perfect copy of this comic book ever anywhere out there. They're all ticked.
But the name of the character is spelled with Y's instead of I's.
You gotta damage every issue. Every issue is just broken and bent, and you know
Wow.
whatever. It's like it was me. Great
I
villain.
like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
This show is amazing.
Barbalian Red Planet, same category.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
So be
How
worth
far along is that?
worth nothing ever except the value of reading it.
Yeah,
There you
for
go.
sure. Is that issue like what, 4 or 5? Like how long?
I'm not reading these yet because I missed out on issue #1, so I need to like order that and then I'll start. But
I was asking how far along
Good
is it?
luck.
yeah, issue 4 is out.
Okay. No, I love
Shout out
those.
to my LCS. I thought I'd missed out on this, but he put it in my box anyway, just because he knows I like Swamp Thing.
Yeah, Ram V is doing a great job, man.
Sorry,
Sometimes
Thunderhouse Design.
for you.
I like Ram V a lot. He knows his stuff.
And then I felt pressured to buy this just because it exists.
I hate those covers so much, dude.
Buy this.
I hate those covers, man.
It's Spider-Man blue cover that's already been out 5 issues, 5 printings. Anyway,
Is that all you got?
I mean, I got a whole pile, but I don't think you guys want to see like Batman.
I do want to see it, dude. Show your pile. If no one else, you know,
Whip it out, man. Show it off.
This is all in weird order because I haven't been there in like 3.5 weeks. So
oh wow,
Black Hammer Visions #2. I get
Oh,
everything here, everything.
that's sick, dude.
The
I'm so happy you're picking up Black Hammer.
I didn't realize how far the Black Hammer universe had sort of spread at this point.
Oh yeah, very.
I'm still at like volume 3, so I'm like so far back on that thing. But I
Six.
feel like I don't know what to do after volume 4 because they're not numbered anymore. They're like it's all like one-shot volumes after that. I think.
Mhm.
So I'm like I don't even know what to do after this.
Adam, I really like that Jorge Jimenez art in Batman, and
Yeah.
fantastic Daredevil cover.
Jimenez is awesome.
I'm gonna
Daredevil-
shop mine. Daredevil here. Daredevil boys. I got my Virgin cover of this
Ooh,
one,
nice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
also
Here's what I got today.
this Del Auto cover of Daredevil as well.
That's a solid one. Yeah, love it. Oh, okay, bye, Andy.
Bye, Andy.
I thought he was just gonna like.
He's like, I don't
Let
have
me see.
Daredevil.
White Knight Harley Quinn #5.
How is that? I read issue 1.
No, no, because I also missed #1 of that, so I have to go back and order it. So a whole bunch of Future State stuff, Dark Detective, Batman, Superman.
Adam, real quick, that Harley
Family
Quinn
Tree
series.
#11.
Adam, that Harley Quinn series. How long is that going? Do you know?
I don't think it's going very long.
All night long.
Like 7 issues, or
It doesn't really say on the issue, and I don't do any research anymore.
okay, but that's issue 5.
Doing it. Yeah, that's #5.
Okay, what's up here?
It's like it's Sean Murphy's wife is writing
Yep.
it. or something.
Mhm.
Showed you this, Barbalian. A couple more features.
Is that how I can get a job writing in comics? I just need to marry someone famous in comics.
Yeah.
27. Is this the most
I'm
recent?
sure she's an excellent writer. I wasn't throwing shade at her. I was just dumping on
I
myself.
think someone else is doing the art too. I don't think it's Sean Murphy. It's like some other guy has like very identical art.
This is
Pretty crazy.
Little milk and cheese
Nice. That's
Very
awesome.
Black Hammer Visions. Patton Oswalt listed as a writer.
Oh, dude, that's
Nice.
sick, dude. I
That's
need
sick.
that. That's amazing.
#1.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of stuff. He's in comics. He's doing the animated show for MODOK, the animated MODOK show. He's going to
Yeah.
be writing that.
Patton Oswalt's amazing. Yeah,
He's
he's
a funny
hilarious.
guy.
And then the Colonel Weird that Andy thinks has a boob on the front, which Now that I look at it,
Looks like a boob.
might have a boob that's spitting out an eyeball.
There you go.
It's Colonel Weird, not Colonel Normal.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Did
we lose Andy?
Yeah, he said in the private chat, he said BRB, but I thought
BRB.
that just meant that he was going to like
I bet
turn his
breakfast.
camera off and be right back.
He's like bringing real boobs.
Something?
Oh,
Should we do bubbles without him?
look at that. I love Daniel Klaus.
That rules. Yeah, I need to read that then.
Yeah, the Twitch duels. So I have
I agree with Gorvidal.
That's a cool
Very good.
cover. Holy crap, look at that.
Wow.
What a sweet cover.
There it is. So yeah, this was very good. I'm definitely getting issue 2.
hopefully if Florida ever starts getting books again, I can track one down. I haven't instituted this yet, but I had a thought about kind of a new lens to look through my collection with, to see like if, you know, when I'm trying to thin it, is would I buy this book again right now? Not necessarily taking price into account, like
Right.
if something's like $1,000 that was not $1,000 a month
Would I
ago.
still
because-
want to add this to my collection?
right?
I like that.
Because there's certainly books that I have that I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Like, I'm glad I own this, but like if I saw it in a YouTube auction, would I go after it again?
Yeah.
So I think
That-
those are two very different things.
That's kind of how I looked at my collection as well for a while, but I've yet to go through it in a couple months. But last time I did, I saw I had like, because when I was going to my LCS every day and being a sucker and spending like $200 every week, at that time I was picking up all those new like Wolverine books when he just got resurrected. So there was like Hunt for Wolverine, and there was like all these other side ones, you know. I was like, I would never buy those ever again. Like, why did I buy those?
Too many of those.
Yeah.
And Perry's in Florida. He's always getting his books. That's crazy.
I don't know. I guess
Yeah,
my LCS only has like 9 stores, so maybe that's not enough for Diamond.
Mom and pop organization.
All right, let's do this jam.
Nice.
Wow.
Hell yeah!
Last.
I've been asking for weeks, and
I get no credit for this. This is all Jason.
Jason finally delivered.
I
I
love
had to do it, man.
Little ham and bubbly.
Little
Man.
Buble.
You're on the thinnest of ice.
I wanted to fill his cart with like his CDs. And like, after everyone stopped caring, he's just like peddling his CDs full of like grocery cart. He's like, oh, no one wants. He's like, I'll send you a Christmas song. It's like, get out of here, John
Hilarious.
or Michael. Sorry, not
so-
John.
I figured you meant me,
I
but
was like,
yeah.
John, way.
If you guys haven't been reading, I know tie-ins are not like the thing, and I get like people hating on tie-ins for sure. I've read a bunch of crappy ones, but Thunderbolts, the 3-issue tie-in to King in Black, is that's how you do a tie-in. I'm just straight up saying it. Like
Awesome. All issues have been pretty good.
all issues have been great. So the first issue was Kingpin rounding up a bunch of Motley Crue guys because he owns the rights to the name Thunderbolts, and he's going to send them in as he's the mayor of Hell's Kitchen, so he's going to like send them in as his solution to the Null problem and take credit for their success. He makes them all go without masks to like be like honest with the public of what they're doing. What the hell's going on here? Okay. So they go to Ravencroft to like as part of this plan, and then they get the they're further sent deeper onto their mission, which is to collect the 2 halves of the dead body belonging to the Sentry. And they find the bottom half pretty easily, but then they make Star go into the ocean to fish out the bottom half. So here she is dragging it out of the ocean, and she's like, "This is the grossest thing anyone's ever made me do ever." And then they had been taking bets as to whether she could find the other half. And bye, Nightwing. Sorry, I'm just talking
Nightwing.
now.
Did we do something?
It's probably me. So that's Batroc there, and Mr. Nightmare, I think, is the other guy's name. They're like, I knew you could do it. And then they're trading money because, of course, they didn't think
Should bet on it.
And then they're like putting the pieces back together. And the guy's like, I can't believe we're going to fight the guy who did this to the Sentry people. She's just still like so gross. And then I love the Batroc says, so our sole plan of attack is based on the film Weekend at Bernie's. Nailed it. And then later, of course, they tape him together with duct tape, the body, and they make it look like suspenders because it goes up and over his shoulders. So it looks like he's wearing full suspenders.
Amazing.
It's amazing. Like this book was a riot. All 3 issues were very, very funny. So
Yeah, remember when the first appearance of Star came out? It was like a really hot thing, and people thought she was going to be like the next big character, and now she's taping the Sentry together with duct tape.
right on Kingpin's orders,
I mean, that's a key issue.
right?
Meanwhile,
I found this. It's called The Stone Protectors. A little background on this book. It's about a rock and roll band who really sucks. I don't know how they got the gig that they're playing at because everyone in the crowd is literally like covering their ears. It's supposed to be so bad.
And then, isn't that what they call jock straps too? Stone protectors?
Yeah, it's a good one. And then these gems come flying in from outer space and connect with them and turn them into troll-looking people, which the crowd does not react to, but instead just are happy because now they can rock really hard. And then the bad guy kidnaps this woman, and she delivers this sick burn where he says, "Tell me, my dear, what do you think of my throne room?" She says, "About the same as I think of you, Zoc. Less than nothing." Fucking mic drop.
Alec, I don't know if you continued reading though in this issue because on the next page.
Yeah, I think that's probably where the writers of Mad Men got this joke from.
Yeah, I figure we need to get John Hammond since we got
Hammond Bubbly.
Yeah, so
Love it.
We did it. Taking a break from Batman this week. Going right back to Daredevil. This just made me chuckle. The guy who's Stilt Man is all pissed off because somebody stole his outfit and is running around acting like the new Stilt Man. So he's at this detective and he's like, you don't understand a thing. I've been robbed and dealt a vicious bruise. And the guy's like, so fill out a report, short stuff. It's like, don't be abusive. The Stiltman armor represents my life's work, not to mention a threat to the entire city. Not that I would have, again, used it for criminal purposes. You must summon Daredevil. And the detective's like, how? It's like, I thought you'd have a hotline or a beacon or something. And he's like, nah, I don't even know him or like him or you.
It's a theme.
There's a lot of Batman comparisons you could make here. Like the detective is kind of acting like Bullock would. They're referencing the hotline and the beacon.
Stiltman looks very mischievous in this picture.
Yeah, this is some I think Frank Miller art.
Yes, it is.
He's got kind of a weird, like, almost flirty,
A little come to hither look.
Yeah. So.
And Jason's not here for his, but that's all good.
What do you?
Come On Mama commented that the volcano on the cover of Stone Protectors looks like Pizza the Hut, and I would agree.
Wasn't Stone Protectors a toy line too at some point?
I want to say yes.
It feels like it would be a tie-in of some sort. Otherwise, the concept is just outrageously absurd.
Now I want pizza. Thanks a lot.
I always want pizza.
Shout out to Satan. All right, so my word Buble. This guy's like, what in the world? Why are we getting Christmas crafting books and advent calendars now? In the middle of August, school hasn't started yet. Michael Bublé is waking up from hibernation earlier and earlier. Let the man rest for Pete's sake. How many times did they go on to force that poor man to sing Winter Wonderland before he snaps? Michael Bublé, it has begun. Huh? What? Is it October already? It is time to record another festive holiday album. Then can I see my family? Soon, Bublé, soon. I like how there's like a cult behind him.
Is this in the back of Hammond Bubbly?
Yeah.
But he escaped.
As
And now
your
he sells,
Wood
now he sells toilet paper.
Buble of the week.
Boobly of the week.
That bubbly water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we have any more content before, but I do want to ask the chat for those watching for next week. Comments on the video after it's done and posted. Go to the comment section and type in what would you like to see as a mashup between bands and comic related jokes. Like if you guys want to give an example.
Like if you were starting a band and you wanted to have a kick-ass name, but it had to like somehow incorporate comic book character or concept.
Yeah,
it's a crossover. Right. It's crossover.
Yeah, it's a crossover joke. Like I guess, do you guys want to give one as an example?
Oh, like Spine Tick, but you spell it SPYNETYKK.
Oh, how about
like we were talking about earlier?
Presidents of the United States of Krakoa.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm trying to think what else. I guess one of them I'm going to spoil one of them I made was a Mega Deathstroke. That's one meme we're going to show off next week. But here's your chance though. If you guys want to see like a joke made,
stay tuned for
make a mashup of a joke between a meme and a band, post it in the comment section, and maybe I'll make it for you.
I like Daft Punisher.
Daft Punisher. I got to make that. I still got to make that. Yeah, Daft Punisher. Which should be really simple to make. I just got to put the helmet over
right
head.
Yeah.
I need that in my life.
Yeah.
Daft
So
Punisher.
everyone after done, comment in the section, please, and let me know your band comic mashups, and maybe I'll make the meme for you, and we'll show them off next week.
Walking Dead Kennedys.
Not bad. That's great. Good job, Daymers. Walking Dead.
Daymers is ready for this.
Damn, that means like, do I have to make the dead Kennedys all zombies? Like I'm trying to think how long it takes to do. It's like yeah.
Or just take a picture of The Walking Dead and put Dead Kennedy shirts on them.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's the easy way out. Work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
Daft Punisher should be pretty easy. Just put like a silver helmet on the Punisher.
Well, you can't put a fucking skull logo on Daft Punk.
That band's already dead.
Oh yeah, retired. It's funny because they didn't make music in like 4 years. Like, oh yeah, we're retired. It's like, well, we all kind of thought you're kind of done already.
Whatever. Musicians are never really retired. They're just
right. They're not retired until they're actually dead.
Also, why didn't they just Dread Pirate Roberts themselves and nobody knows who's under the helmets? Just like give it to Deadmau5 or something.
Hire two new schmoes who are just DJing birthdays and stuff.
That's exactly what I would have done. It's like
just ask for 50% of their profits and just release whatever albums you want.
Alec, how about Judge Dread Pirate Roberts?
Ooh.
Dread Pirate Roberts? I don't understand that.
The Princess Bride. We just
Dread Pirate Roberts is from Princess Bride. That was the reference.
I just don't get the music reference. I'm waiting for the music portion.
It's just a good mashup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're right, though. That doesn't really fit. I apologize, everyone. Really sorry.
Don't know. Dread Pirate Roberts could be a fantastic lute player. He's mastered a lot of other arts.
I mean, pirates
he plays the pan flute. Come on.
The skin flute.
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
this one sounds a little fleshy tonight.
You got to keep practicing.
Hey, did you guys see Coming to America?
Mm-mm.
I know that it's a thing. I did not watch the trailer.
Not bad. I'm just going to say it's a worthy sequel. The reason is because they have a segment there where they pretend they're going to circumcise the king again, and so that's why I was like, they kind of apropos to that, to what we were talking about earlier.
I really try to avoid comedy sequels if all possible.
If you like the first one, I think it's a worthy sequel.
But John, it has the word coming in it.
Yeah, true.
I have to watch this one.
Do they go back to the McDonald's knockoff?
They do. Yeah. Oh, it's great. McDowell's.
McDowell's, yes. Oh my god.
McDowell's.
Was it Lonnie Anderson?
Yeah. I think he's back.
He's back.
Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson. Sorry, Louis Anderson.
Remember he had his own cartoon show?
Yeah, Life with Louie. He also plays Zach Galifianakis' mother on Baskets.
Was it? Yeah, Baskets.
And it is revolutionary. how good it is. Like, because he doesn't like put on any affect. He is just himself in a wig, straight up playing a woman, and it is chef's kiss. If you guys don't watch that show, I highly recommend it. It's like the perfect blend of depression and comedy that just makes the laughs that much sweeter and the sad parts that much sadder.
Joe Ryan is in the comic.
Yo,
in the chat. Joe
up?
Ryan, my man.
Wow.
He's got a new channel where he's dropping songs from his upcoming album. So I'll try to find the link and drop it in the chat. But Joe Ryan is awesome to see your name.
Joe Ryan, come on next week and promote your shit.
Absolutely. Anytime
Ryan
you want,
at
man.
this point is like an OG. You know, he's like one of us now from back in the day. You know, like, we it's always good seeing Joe Ryan. It's a rare occasion. So really cool, man. We're glad you're making music. You know, that's awesome.
He is, yeah. So he's dropped 2 videos on his new, or 3 actually. Oh man, he's already got 3. Let me drop the channel link for all of you guys who are missing out on Joe. Here's the link to his channel, and he's been posting his songs, man.
Damaris, I did not see the Scout Comics.
I beat you, Andy.
Doom Metal Steel combo that they have. I have been reading their emails though. So which comic are you talking about? There.
Tap that link on your screen.
Whoa.
It's not working.
John just got us all pregnant.
Yeah. See, Joe Ryan agrees with me. Baskets is the best.
I've been watching that M. Night Shyamalan show on Apple TV. The Servants, I think it's called. Pretty good. It has what is it? The dude from Harry Potter, the redhead.
Oh shoot, yeah, Ron Weasley, but I can't remember what the actor's name is.
Yeah, that guy. He plays like one of the main characters, like brother. And it's pretty insane. It's a pretty wild show because I really want to see what M. Night Shyamalan did in like a TV show format as opposed to a movie. So it's like a longer time to tell the story. And I think it works out for his benefit. It's a pretty good show. They're still releasing new episodes, and I'm almost caught up. I'm 3 episodes away from catching up, and I think the new episode comes out on Friday, and there's like 1 more to go after that before the season's done. But recommend that show. Also, finished Ted Lasso. That was really good.
I heard that was great.
That was like Major League, the TV show. If you remember Major League, the movie with Charlie Sheen and Tim Berenger. Tom Berenger, yes. Kind of the same circumstances. Okay. But as a TV show format, and much more and I guess likable, enjoyable. I don't know. I hate to compare it to Major League, but that's a strong movie.
It's a very funny movie.
But TV show wise, it's almost the same kind of premise to a certain extent. But recommend Ted Lasso. All the hype is worth it. Check it out.
I know we're running a little bit low on time, but I do want to just throw this piece of garbage up in the air and see if we can hit it with a bat. The reason why I know that cancel culture, like while important to a point, is overall bullshit is because Harry Potter has not been canceled yet.
Yeah.
Because it is super racist. And as we know, J.K.
Rowling's a piece of shit.
Is a huge piece of shit. But it's Harry Potter. We love that too much to cancel it. So
I just watched all of them for the first time ever this past year, and I enjoyed them. The movies. I never read the books, but I'm sure the movies are not as racist as the books. But I have to read a Harry Potter book. But I enjoyed the movies, so it's a good time. And I also did all the 2 Fantastic Beasts movies, and I guess. Johnny Depp's not going to be in the 3rd one, but I don't know. I'm kind of done with that universe. I don't know if it's funny because they're still announcing stuff and new like video games and new like movies, and I think might be a TV show. I think I hear too. So I don't know how much I will be involved in watching those things because there's so much other things to watch. But I kind of feel bad when it comes to like a person's art and the person behind it. Putting those divisions.
How many Burzum albums do you own?
0.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do love his early stuff, man. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a super talented
dude. So good. I love that jam. It's so
super talented musician, but like way too much of a piece of shit for me to ever like
Yeah. Now, I do have Gigi Allen stuff, but that's because my wife loves Gigi Allen. I bought those for her. I wouldn't buy that on my own. I don't listen to that, but like, but it's not like I'm not saying I own Screwdriver albums. Totally different story. But yeah, it's kind of like, how do you put someone's art and diversify it from the person? Some people do that, but
I totally think that's a super challenging thing to do. I think and I think it's hilarious when people are like, "Oh, this whole cancel culture thing that just started up is like," well, but this is not new. Like, we've can't in many cases through history, like, somebody's behavior has meant like that person's art is not considered okay anymore. This is not like a revolutionary new thing that's just happened in the last like 5 years or something like that.
Right.
I just, it's obviously popular now with news or whatever, but
sure. I mean, like, I guess a lot of things too are taken out of context or used as clickbait thing. Like, for instance, the Dr. Seuss thing was like, no one pushed for that. It was like Dr. Seuss company themselves
said, hey, maybe we should not put these like very clearly ill-informed images of native cultures in the books that we publish anymore.
Right. And the right-wing people were like, what's the left doing? They're ruining our childhood. I'm like, no one pushed for this. They did it themselves. Like they're responsible for their own actions. Like, no one pushed for this. And same thing with the Lola Bunny thing from Space Jam, who were like, where's her tits and ass? It's like the comparisons they did in the clickbait articles was like a fan-drawn base picture. So that's not even how she looked in the movies. The curvy figure you see in all of the clickbait pictures is a fan-drawn picture. It's not from the movie. So it's not a true comparison between what the character looked like and what it is now. They still look pretty similar. It's not a big...
because it's a movie for children.
That too.
So maybe don't sexualize a rabbit who's also a cartoon.
My buddy made a meme. He said, this one I gotta... It's like, if I can read it backwards. It says... fuck. Hold on. There we go. Boob guys. I can't believe that what they did to Space Jam. Feet guys, tell me about it. And it has...
Oh my god.
Wow.
Joe Ryan says, as long as Porky Pig's still got a booty, it's okay.
Yeah, he's like Minion with a thong.
Oh, that's so funny. That's
so
funny. But you think back to even like Charlie Chaplin got canceled out of Hollywood and chased off to wherever for his proclivities. Like we've been canceling people in Hollywood for a long time. It's not anything new.
Yeah, and that whatever that piece of garbage director is who had to like flee the country. He did. Yeah, there you go.
That one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Wow, John. Wow.
That one.
That alter to him.
It's been in like every video I've ever made for my channel. That one.
Yeah. That's a perfect example of separating art from an artist.
I love Chinatown.
It's an absolute masterpiece of a movie from a guy who's clearly got some issues.
Love Chinatown.
So yeah, for every Chaplin, there's a Cosby where you're like, okay, maybe it's fair. Like maybe it's fair. Let's cancel that one. Like we can all agree we're not listening to our Bill Cosby albums anymore, right?
Right.
Like, we've all kind of agreed like that's a fair cancel. Like we should cancel that.
And can we also finally...
Is there anybody who's like, don't cancel that? Like, we've all agreed. That's a good one. Let's cancel that one.
Yeah. I was going to say, can we also please agree to, like, arrest Matthew Broderick for running over and killing 2 women in a car accident? Like, nothing happened with that? He's just going to get away with killing, like, 2 women in a car accident? Okay. So there's a whole entire meme page dedicated to, like, Matthew Broderick killing people with his car.
Well, I think like Gore Vidal says, like there's a line that every person draws for themselves where you're able to say, I can split the art from the artist for certain things. And there's other ones where you're like, I just can't. And everyone has their line.
I'm much too much of an idiot to know if this is the case or not. But wasn't Wagner kind of like co-opted by the bad people who decided to take him. Like he didn't write music for the Third Reich, did he?
Kind of like the way Reagan took Born in the USA and just started using it.
Or how Trump
Without ever listening to the lyrics that are like, that's not a song promoting
or how
what
Trump
you think it is.
inexplicably started using YMCA as like his theme song.
Right.
We also like put it on the public that Reagan like sold guns and drugs illegally, and got busted for it after he was done being president and put on trial.
Yeah.
And instead of being guilty for it, he shoved the blame to his cabinet, and they all got guilty sentences instead of him. All right, just want to throw that out there. Also on Netflix, watch the Crack documentary. They'll go more into depth in that, and that's a pretty good documentary.
Well, that's probably a good point to wrap up for tonight, huh?
Oh boy.
We got some hot.
Yeah.
Listen,
Andy was like, "Fuck! I came here to laugh. What's wrong?" with
I
you
was
guys?"
really on point with titling this comedy and meme show tonight.
With
Instead of
quotes.
being depressed and cry yourself to sleep night. Jesus.
I'm just looking forward to spring.
Yeah,
summer.
poor Andy's like, I'm really looking forward to laughing with you guys tonight before we started. And we're like, hey, how about cancel culture and all these other terrible things going on in the world?
Aren't you guys looking forward to the nice weather?
I live in Florida. It was 80 degrees here today.
It was awesome today here and yesterday.
What's the joke, Andy?
God damn it, Andy.
Doesn't this weather make you think of summer treats and ice cream shops opening up? And then it made me wonder, what do you guys think Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite summer treat is? It's a handshake.
Handshake?
All right, you're welcome, everybody.
You're welcome, everybody.